This Deadline article from about a month ago had Disney reporting that their season 2 premiere of Loki got 10.9 million global viewers within the first 3 days of its premiere, which sounds like a good figure until you realize they don't actually release the numbers for season 1 of Loki, so we don't have any point of comparison. But now Nielsen has released the season 2 numbers and how that compares to season 1. It's not very good. And this is coming from the Hollywood Reporter. Loki debuts lower in streaming rankings. The season 2 debut of Marvel series pulls in less viewing time than its 2021 series premiere. Season 2 of the Marvel series premiered October 5th, and it gathered 446 million minutes of viewing time over its first 3 days and change. According to Nielsen streaming ratings, that's about 39% lower than the 731 million minutes of viewing for Loki's series premiere week in June 2021. So a 39% drop off is pretty significant. I was expecting some type of drop off, just nothing that big. And the reason I thought there would be some type of drop off is because you can kind of see that reflected in their Rotten Tomatoes scores. Because look at season 1, 92 for critics, 90% for audiences. Now, if you compare that to season 2, that's 84 for critics and 82 for audiences. I wouldn't necessarily say these are bad figures per se. I mean, 82% for a movie from audiences, I would say is a decent result. But when you compare it to season 1, that's not good to see that kind of a drop off. And the thing is, we've been seeing this time and time again when it comes to their Disney Plus shows. Because I mean, look at this article from the Direct talking about where their Disney Plus shows for the MCU stack up. And the first 3 shows that they actually made for Disney Plus for the MCU were Loki, Falcon Winter Soldier, and WandaVision. And you can see where those measure up here. And the last 3 shows that they've actually released were She-Hulk, Secret Invasion, and Miss Marvel. And you can see those are at the bottom of the list right now. And I'm not sure where this new series of Loki will be. I mean, it'll probably be somewhere in the middle, but I don't expect it to be nearly as good as this one. And I actually think like this, it'll probably be another significant drop off. How much percentage? I can't say. I mean, is it going to be 39? I think that seems kind of reasonable. So the final figure might be around the 1.8 million mark. So it might be like second, third place or something, whatever. But that's where this new Loki season will probably stack up once Samba releases their figures. But like I said, we've been kind of seeing this diminishing quality, and the people at Marvel kind of understand that. And that's why they're doing drastic measures like Kevin Feige reportedly fired the writing staff and directors behind the new Daredevil Born Again series after half of it was already done because it just really wasn't doing any good. And they're basically willing to scrap the rest of that and then start over from scratch with a new team, which I think is smart. But I mean, the fact of the matter is you got to that point where you shot half of it and wasted all that money just to do this again. And we're seeing budget cutbacks for like their new Blade movie that reportedly keeps getting reworked. And I think they're like on 4 or 5 scripts for it already because they just can't get anything that works. And they're giving it the lowest budget of anything that they've actually made for the MCU because it really just goes to show that they're trying to save money because what they've been doing hasn't been working and they know that. But the question is whether they can actually correct course in time, because I think right now the MCU is kind of terminal as far as like, I don't want to say they're dead. It's just something like they're in a bad situation, and I don't think that they can actually correct course, at least not with the leadership that they have over there. I think what needs to be done is basically the executives in charge at Marvel just kind of need to bring on talented writers and directors and give them more creative control over what the final product is going to be. I mean, you can kind of guide them, which I think is the way to do it, but you shouldn't have the creative say so like Kevin Feige tries to put his hands on everything. And I think that's not really the wise approach. I mean, what they're doing with Daredevil, trying to bring in competent writers and directors to fix it, I think is a good move. But I mean, if Kevin Feige is just going to get in there and put his touch on it, then it's just all for nothing and we're going to get more of the same. Let me know what you think about all this in the comment section. Do you think there actually is saving Marvel, or do you think it's just done at this time and you're just completely checked out? I'm curious what people have to say. And if you like this video, make sure you click that like button, share the video, and subscribe to the channel if you want to stay up to date with the latest news. Thank you.